This is currently match point for Bravado Emotion. If you want to get that Razor Abysses, you better be getting in your votes right now, because they are going to be going turned off. It is now 9:30 Central European Summer Time, or 9:30 South African time. So that is going to be the cutoff. You better have already mentioned what do you think the kill score is going to be for the last map, which could be this one. Of course, if this isn't the last game, then it's going to be opened up.
Do we say 9:30 is the cutoff, because that's in like 1 minute time? So
yeah,
we'll call 9:30 as the cutoff.
Yes. I'm going to go through the teams though quickly. It's going to be on Infused. Richie will take Weaver. Elia is going to be taking the Rubik. We've got Cook, who's got the Support Alchemist. Tyrox on the Brew, and we've got Tone sitting on the Clockwork. And then over on Bravado Emotion, Habibi on the AA. We've got Ferrari on the Trient. Flares is going to be on the Mirana. Donny is going to be taking the Queen of Pain. Well, actually, we didn't spot that, or at least I didn't spot that. And Seam is going to be taking mid Invoker. And I guess we're coming in for some, a little bit of boarding.
Yeah, so either it was a juke, or because Donnie wasn't there, he hadn't given his input on what he wanted to play, and Seam defaults to that. But yeah, it is going to be Donnie on the Queen of Pain and Seam on the Invoker, but we still aren't 100% sure where they'll go. I mean, Seam could go safe lane, and Donnie could go mid. We have seen this before from Bravado Emo, although I do think this will probably most likely mean Invoker is going mid. Now, I think that's a mistake, because I do, not only for the ganking reasons, although actually Infused have switched things around, but also because Invoker against Panda, I think Panda actually wins by a little bit, although it gets like better for the Invokers as it progresses, whereas Queen of Pain beats Panda quite soundly, and Invoker's going to be fine against Clockwork, whereas, I mean, obviously Queen of Pain will beat Clockwork as well, but instead Infused have completely dodged, and instead of leaving the Weaver safe lane, they've actually left the Clockwork safe lane instead. Also fine, and kind of makes it a little less awkward for their supports to start top. So I definitely like Infuse's decision.
The thing is that an Invoker top, like, he needs to hit level 3 before he can invoke Ghost Walk, and even then countered by Dust or by Sentry, so maybe just rather playing it safe in that regard. Like, no matter what goes top, Donnie's going to be able to get something, like a little bit. But here comes that gang, level 1.
Let's have a look. This might be a good start here for Infused. They've got the stun on the Alchemist. Seam gonna get nicked up. There's gonna be a lift actually quite soon after the stun, and let's go down to see if they can get that finishing blow. Seam is going to be first blood for the Brits. Go UK. And then that typical get wrecked South Africa that I've just got to drop in the end there.
So, this is actually very typical UK Dota. Throughout this entire tournament, especially in UK versus UK matches, you would see this all the time. All these teams ever do is smoke gank mid level 1, like, especially right at the beginning, and like, it's actually the first time we've seen this against Bravado Emo, and Seam especially is very good at typically avoiding this, so a little bit uncharacteristic. I guess he was just thrown off guard by the fact that it hadn't happened in a while, or Infused hadn't pulled it out previously. So yeah, successful gank there by Infused, and get wrecked SA, appropriate so far, but at the same time, well, the other lane's not going quite as well for them, obviously.
The thing is that with Tree, there's kind of a tri-lane top and at the same time a dual lane bot, and with Invoker able to throw out Sunstrikes, it's like kind of like there's two tri-lanes happening here for Bravado.
I don't think there'll be any Sunstrike.
There probably won't be Sunstrikes, but we like Seam is more of a Quas Wex Invoker, but if they want to, they have that option. They can still do that.
Yeah,
but as you say, it's unlikely.
Yeah, I mean, thanks to the gloves or Blades of Attack first, I think it's extremely unlikely that he would ever.
We've got a stun on Habibi, but they're not going to chase it up with anything. That was kind of a little bit optimistic, and maybe just a scare so that Cook and Elia can take a little bit of farm over here. Donnie moving in a little bit, showing signs of aggression. It's got to blink anytime he needs it.
Yeah, he needs to be careful in that situation. I'm not sure if he had the timer on the stun from Alchemist in his head or not, because there could have been a lift into stun, and he doesn't have a lot of health.
And also look at his items. Definitely farming items. Wants to get a little bit of a goal advantage. Oh, Habibi's going to die here.
This is a horrible start here for Bravado Emotion. Habibi is feeding. Can't praise Habibi anymore. And this is exactly like, this is going to put a smile on the faces of the UK players. They haven't really had the same kind of luxury in the last 2 games of this grand final. And let's see if they can actually hold firmly the advantage they've now gained and turn it into something bigger.
And this is exactly what I said that they needed to do. I'm very happy to see them doing it, actually. I mean, contrary to popular belief, I'm not exclusively cheering for South Africa. I do want to see an interesting match, and I would like to kind of see Infused bring this one back. So I'm happy that they did exactly what they needed to do, which was that support rotation, and that's exactly why they picked up the Alchemist, because it secured at least one kill, if not two, that another support wouldn't have been able to do so far. Maybe Venge, but damage is a little bit hard. So, yeah. Nice job in
Venomance would probably also be in a kill, maybe?
In mid, I don't think
maybe
so.
Not mid,
top,
definitely top.
It definitely would have been, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
What
boots
do you
up
think,
both of the
Bravado?
mids.
What should Bravado do to try and get their ganks going? Because hold on, we might have a little bit more action over here. AA's been sitting. He's just got himself a smoke, but Seam just going invis. And there's no way that they can dive for BB over there. It's just that Cook doesn't want to stun himself.
Shocking against an Invoker that there's no detection. Oh yeah, it's because they used both sentries top. They actually thought that there might be a ward spotting, although there was no ward down there. But it's a reasonable spot to drop in a sentry, so with no detection, they weren't able to make that kill. But, well, so your question was, what should Bravado do to get their ganks going? But Bravado don't have a ganking lineup. I mean, they've got Ancient Apparition and Tree, which is, I mean, Tree can be ganking, but Ancient Apparition not really at all. So they've definitely got more static lanes, and that's definitely working to the benefit of Infused so far. Now, the advantage for Bravado is that the tree in this dual lane bottom has already gotten level 3, and pretty soon here this armor is going to make it very difficult for these ganks to continue working.
Clockwork and Max Battery Assault, pretty stock standard in the bot lane. Although Admiral Bulldog maxes out Rocket. I mean, weird how these pro players like to deviate just for the sake of deviating from the standard. Just people become accustomed to dealing with one style of play, one set of builds, and mixing it up means you just have that minor advantage.
Yeah, well, I mean, Admiral Bulldog obviously mixing it up with his Blink Furion, which at first I thought was actually pretty bad, but I've come around to a little bit more.
What? Cook?
I think Rubik just couldn't get in position to make a lift there without it being too obvious, and Donnie probably would have just blinked back. So he's just going to wait rather than give up the fact that the Alchemist is there, because yeah, look how far forward he is now. This is a kill.
Donnie, you are in a lot of trouble. Is he going to survive? No way. Great amount of burst over there, and that is a really good kill on
So another thing also is Alchemist's interaction with Tree in the acid spray, doing constant ticks against Tree armor, and also obviously reducing the actual armor.
That arrow was
although there's no armor that triggers, just block.
Yeah, that arrow was a bit optimistic.
Don't you find it weird that it's called living armor, but there's actually no armor?
Living block? Living shield? Maybe? Yeah, living shield would work.
Are you questioning Valve's titling?
Well, is it Valves or Ice Frogs? I don't know.
Well, yeah, I guess it's...
Or the community.
Debatable.
Ice Frog is just a bunch of people. Full of conspiracy.
No, it's Bruno. Ice Frog is Bruno, obviously.
Duh.
So these supports have now gone to
the start though now for Bravado. Are these 3 kills really tragic, and are they really giving Infused a big advantage, or is this something recoverable?
1200 gold already on the side of Infused.
Yeah, well, and look bottom, there's about to be the try for another kill. They've got to get the Mirana, not the tree.
Can it chuck it? Not going to make it. I think it's going to go on Ferrari. A defensive arrow does come out, but I don't think it's going to be enough to save his buddy. And Flair's going to be able to leap away there, but the ganks are just really successful. And now Tyrox actually tried it, but we've got Habibi helping him out, and that's going to be the tornado.
The cold snap, cold feet combo means that he couldn't ulti, and that gave so much time for EMP, so he didn't even have enough mana to ulti. That was really well played. Yeah, the gang bottom also, hurry. Don't go on the tree, don't go! Oh, we got the kill anyway.
No, I said they shouldn't go on the tree because the tree isn't a good kill, I don't know.
Yeah.
They killed the Ancient Apparition top, that wasn't so big. Killing Invoker twice, or no, once mid actually was big, as well as the Quap. So the one hero they haven't killed yet is the Mirana, which is kind of important for them to shut down. So, no, I mean, alright, I should have phrased it differently, but yeah, you're right. I mean, they were able to successfully kill the tree, obviously. I wouldn't say so much that was good play from Bravado in the match, just questionable from Tyrox, because, I mean, they just cast their spells on him when he ran at them. He just, didn't really understand the interaction of Panda's extreme cast time ultimate and Cold Snap.
Although we might get another gank. These guys are absolutely relentless. But they've been spending a lot on these smokes going in. Seem though positioned quite well, and that is going to be Cook just forced all the way back. Yeah, good footwork there by Seam. And maybe that sixth sense understanding of when a gank's coming into play, maybe that's it, kicking in, Harry.
Well, this time it wasn't so much that. It was just where he was standing. He randomly dispelled the smoke from the Rubik, and then the Rubik was spotted by the creeps, and his team pinged it out, actually, so...
No sixth sense, just... Alright, screw you.
But he is also standing on the right side, given the supports. Like, they have to move much further to come around, and he's got the ward over here, so they'll have to take a very interesting route, or use 2 smokes to be able to gang him by standing on the far side.
Excellent.
Well, and Matt Altiok has just subscribed, man. Thanks for your support. Welcome to the Z list. Much appreciated, bro. It's a bit awkward though that we've got a Quake.wav that pops up when someone subscribes and it's not Dota. Oops.
Yeah, this mid lane is quite interesting. 37, 34, very close. More denies on the Brewmaster. He's got that guaranteed crit, which makes last hitting easier, and more spammable spells. I mean, gone are the days of Alacrity being so good, but he has a Cold Snap. There's not going to actually be enough mana here. Tyrok's taking so much. Are we going to see a tornado?
Oh.
It is actually going to be a tornado here.
Oh, he's missing all his shots though, so I think he's drunk at the moment, and that's going to be bottling up. Nice juking there from Tyrox. And Cook TP's in halfway through, and he's going to get stunned. Is Seam going to go back in for this? He's going for damage at the moment. Cold Snap goes off, but then Tyrox has got enough mana for a Thunderclap. Seem almost getting a kill. It could have possibly transitioned into 2 kills, but there's some careful footing there.
Is Seam going Orchids straight away? Yeah, he is. So the early robe is sometimes on some intelligence heroes picked up, but very, very rarely. Like only if you're like dominating the lane. If you're going for the drums, normally it's almost always the bracer first. Like I think the times that you would go robe first in a drum build is less than 2%, but it's nice to see the early Orchids coming out. It's going to be good against the Panda, good against the Weaver. Weaver's going straight BKB though. Doesn't want to mess around.
I'm really not sure about this Queen of Pain pick at the moment. I feel like Donnie, unless this is a Donnie hero, I feel like he might just be a little bit WTF.
It is a Donnie hero.
It is, okay, it's a Donnie hero.
Yeah, this is an older Donnie hero though. I mean, this was off-lane Queen of Pain Donnie's been doing for ages, but in this case he's got the luxury of safe lane.
Yeah, it's a hero that Donnie likes to play a lot, so I mean he's gonna feel comfortable in the mid game now. At the same time, it's a bit different.
Well,
Oh, Mirage.
I don't know why he was there. We've got a stun in. Ferrari being lifted up. We've got Richie, he's also TP'd in, so there's a lot of action going on, but they're gonna give up their support, and I think for a frag on Tone, I think that's well worth it.
Yeah,
And
they're
Mirana popping the ulti.
Oh,
Oh, it's actually gonna go.
gotta be careful.
Nice
Richie's
test.
coming in. Another hit. Can't get. There's gonna be one more, but the living armor comes in time. I don't think that would have got the kill anyway, though. And in mid, actually, Habibi. Tyrox is gonna take him out, and now we've got a TPM from Ferrari, who is really regretting that decision now. Can he get Nature's Guards? Well, he doesn't even have it skilled. And now Tone has come in with the hook shot. And that is another kill for Infused. 7-2 for Infused. UK Gaming are bringing it back, guys.
UK fighting. This is pretty awesome from Infused, actually. Making some essential kills. Seem charging here.
You heard
Oh,
Harry.
he's
He
actually
said
gonna
this
get
is awesome.
Oh, but here comes Donnie from the side. Gonna be 2 kills here.
Oh, the arrow actually does hit, and that is a big, big scream from the Queen. We've got
Oh,
TP,
Donnie's in a lot
Blinken.
of players in a lot of trouble here. Is he gonna be able to just TP out?
Not enough damage here for Tyrox just yet.
And there's no hook shot yet. So they make 2 nice kills in the bottom lane, bringing it back to 7-4. But yeah, UK Dota is definitely fighting this game.
Mm-hmm. Let's have a look at the gold quickly. Oh, it's like really even, and actually Bravado have still got a small XP advantage, but this isn't enough to call it to a side, out at all.
But Blink Dagger's up on the Brewmaster, and we saw the effectiveness there in mid lane, making 1 kill on the support, then using ulti and getting another kill. cold snap.
Cook, what are you doing over there? He's going to pop his ult, but is this going to be enough damage? We've got a tornado sent downwards. That is going to be
just to stop any support coming in, like Brewmaster, quick Brewmaster, Blink Dagger.
Donnie diving.
Yeah, don't know what you're going to be able to do over there. Oh, Donnie's like completely blocked in, so he's just going to have to wait for his blink to tick over quickly. Escape Aruno. Easily.
Yeah, the Rubik could have potentially survived there if he just waited until the Queen of Pain blinked forward and immediately spell stole and then blinked away. But he, I think, panicked a little bit and just ran to the side, and this ended up being his death. I think he maybe thought that he had less health than he did after he sticked up, or that he would have less health than he...
Elia is pro-British female gamer. Yeah.
Sorry, I think she maybe had less faith in the amount of health she would have after she sticked up.
Please, Harry.
To survive the Queen of Pain scream, so...
Yeah, fair shot. Flares, is this going to be his first death? Richie, chasing, but they can't dive. There's a TP in and been scared away. Flares, I think, it's been done very well not to have died so far. Can't say the same for Tyrox. Is he going to go down again, juking around the trees? Scene goes into Ghost Walk and is just not going to be fortunate enough to find him.
No, it's just Morana ulti actually. And here comes the dust out.
Okay. There's the.
Now he's going to Ghost Walk.
You almost arrowed your teammate there, Flares.
Yeah, no friendly fire, luckily, here for him.
And, is there friendly fire in Quake?
There is if you play TDM.
Okay.
Yeah, but we also take damage from yourself as well.
Right.
Yeah, with like a rocket.
Because rocket jumping.
Apart from public.
Wait, sorry, what'd you say?
Let's get off of Quake, shall we?
Okay. I felt like this was a good tie-in.
No. Well, as much as I want to promote my Quake streams, I'm too hyped about this right now. Let's
look at top team.
Let's stick to Infused currently slamming South African team. And oh god, no Tone. There's going to be TPs in. The helpers around. Are they going to be able to get the kill on Tone? He's still alive. Is he going to tick down?
Deny him. Oh,
no deny.
Yeah, Alchemist a little clueless there.
And
that
A
was
is
just
with ulti.
luck. Just luck. Don't worry.
It's weird that Habibi often plays these supports that, like in more professional games, are the ones that play very greedy, don't play with their team, just go farm and get up the key support items. But he hasn't really done that. Oh, A ulti coming into mid. Elia's gonna get brought down probably.
Yeah, they found him. Elia. The wrong place at the wrong time, but we've got Cook over here. Seam might take a fall. That acid spray is hurting quite a lot, but now we've got the help of a load of people. Tone, though, trying to do the damage. He's going to find the kill onto Seam. But straight away it is going to be Cook's Alchemist hitting the deck as well.
The Bravado taking the kill lead for the first time in the game, 8-9.
Was it worth getting 2 supports for losing your mid laner?
No.
Well, ask Habibi bottom is about to die as well because all the heroes were mid.
Oh god.
So yeah, in the end it was not worth it because they had to put so much mid that they actually weren't able to TP to help the AA who was farming bottom. Although, like, we could say that was like a not worth it in mid, or it was Habibi who needed to have a little more awareness and back up a bit since he knew that his team couldn't help him because they had just been diving real deep in mid.
Maybe he was just watching his teammates just like with the camera over there, not really looking where Richie is. Just
also,
go on,
Tree actually had armor, so I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not sure if it was up because like now he has armor, but maybe a second ago he didn't because I know he had used it in mid multiple times. So maybe that could have been a difference maker.
Yeah. While we're in the pause, I'll give another quick shout out to Bravado Gaming. Big thanks to them for putting this tournament. You can give them some love by checking them out on facebook.com/Bravado Gaming. As well, if you're enjoying the stream, guys, please hit that follow button on the Twitch channel. There's also plenty of information below the stream if you want to follow us on Twitter, like Facebook. Check out the VODs. We've got over 1,000 Quake VODs, and we're starting to build up a small repertoire as well in the Dota segment as also. You can also check out Knoxville at twitter.com/KnoxvilleZA, as well as Harry. He's on Broship Gaming Twitch channel. Give him a like and you can pester him about Slipper's agility. Alright, shameless self and team promotion over and done with.
So, I mean,
don't defend yourself.
I mean, whoever I asked this question is going to say a very obvious answer. I mean, Gold and Experience Graph both favoring Bravado at this point a little bit heavily, despite Infused having a very strong early game. Their mid game is going to hinge entirely on this Panda, can Brewmaster get it done against very elusive heroes? I mean, there's like multiple things that are good against Brewmaster here. We've got 2 Orchids coming up. We've got Invoker and Quap who are very good at getting away, as well as the Mirana. And we've got Mirana Ultimate, which is actually excellent against Brewmaster, because typically Brewmaster jumps ahead of his team and then has difficulty actually keeping vision of the Mirana Ultimate heroes, because unless he has a gem, it's unlikely that his supports are nearby with Dust or Sentries. So, are they going to be able to get enough done with this Brewmaster?
I don't know. I was just saying about the Orchids. That's kind of the scary factor, I think, for Tyrox. So we'll see. He's probably going to... Well, he's already building his BKB. And I think he should be able to have 10, 15 minutes, maybe more, depending on how many BKB charges he uses of wreckages, of wrecking. But,
yeah, well...
We'll see.
I think the BKB is an excellent choice. I agree with you completely on that. I really love that he went BKB instead of Aghanims here. It's really
I love how you're so supportive of the stuff I say. It's really
Also,
nice.
have a look at Mirana's item build. Going for phase drums into Lincoln Sphere. Normally a build that I think Hari would flame in other games, but in this game would possibly be okay with.
No, I'm fine with this build. It's a very passive build. I mean, phase drums is standard, so it's not like I would claim that.
Yeah,
and I would be a fan of the. Well, there's going to be action bottom, so I'll get to this in a second.
Richie, he's under a bit of pressure, but they've actually drained him of mana completely. I'm surprised the team didn't go for the chase over there. He hasn't got enough mana at all to TP. Seems gonna chase him now exactly where he was a moment ago. I feel like I should be playing the Benny Hill soundtrack there or something. That was really unfortunate for him.
Players also just escaped in the bot lane, just out of range of the Alchemist's Unstable Concoction. But bottom lane's going to take a lot of pressure here, and the Ancient Apparition just trying to be greedy. Bottom ulti coming out. Are we going to see a little bit of an engagement here? That's the one thing, is that there's a lot of burst damage on the side of Bravado. Here they go.
Surprise! There's going to be some... Oh, that's going to be it. Tyrox.
Oh.
He's gone into ulti, but Tone has already fallen. Are they going to try and just damage all of these 3 separate pandas? I mean, they're trying to, but look at the stunts that are going on to Flares and Ferrari. I think they might just try and break away from this one. Well, 2 of them are. Seems just going to get himself essentially a solo kill there onto the Alchemist, and then Panda goes out of ulti form and is just left with his draw drop. I don't know what he was doing afterwards.
Left to get a free kill on Flares and then die.
Okay, he did get killed on Flare, sorry, I ignorantly missed that, which is really useful, because Flares hasn't died up until this point, so... Is it worth a dive?
I actually think it probably is. I mean, Courier Snipe by Donnie. Coming for it, but they know. So he's just going to end up backdooring some creeps, and he's going to get out of here. Typically, I would say that most of the time, dying to kill someone, especially for any core hero with another core hero, is usually not worth it. But in this case, I think Flare's item progression is a little more significant than the Brewmaster's. Brewmaster already has his blink, and while his BKB is going to be significant, I think shutting down Flare's is a little bit better. I mean, either way, it's not bad, I would put it that way. And back real quick to the Mirana build. I mean, I think while it's not like excellent by any stretch of the imagination, it's just perfectly fine. I mean, like I said, it's passive. The only build that I really think like is preferable usually is just the Maelstrom. I like that one a lot, but when you have Donnie on your team, you can't be expected to take that much far.
The 2 things. First of all, BKB coming forward on
Hold on.
On
We've
the
got
Weaver.
a fight coming up. Ferrari. He's just going to get the Nature's guys in time. They are going to be able to find it. We've got Dust pulled out, and that support is not going anywhere. Tone as well is going to be static for just a brief second. As you were, not.
Yeah. Oh, and then the second thing is that the Rubik's still living armor, so top tower's taking a lot of damage now. Oh, actually, Richie's in a lot of trouble here. Gonna have to use backtrack.
Backtrack.
Time lapse.
Time lapse, same thing.
It's the Faceless Weaver.
Same thing, just one is castable and one is passive.
Oh, that hurts. Seems spotted. There's a stun coming out. It's brewing up a small concoction.
Could he kill himself?
Arrow coming top for the Weaver. Flares uses ult just for this.
Air ulti actually just went off as the stun was gonna kill Alchemist. Like as it was gonna do self damage.
Oh, that
I don't know if it
BKB
was
is actually
below
up on
10%.
Weaver.
Yeah, that was part 1 of the Knoxville update.
What's part 2? Was that a
Part
trilogy?
2. Yeah, well, no, it was just a 2-part series.
Oh, we've got down below Queen of Pain in a lot of trouble, but it's just such a hard kill, really, for Tyrox to solo secure. And Orchid out as well, and already starting to build the items is Donnie. This is starting to look pretty neat. Position. No, they found me.
He should know that there's a ward here, actually, based on that happening. But the ward's actually going to expire, so if they do bother to de-ward it, it won't really have been worth it. Oh, see him with his Orchid, has a DD rune. Now, the ward actually did spot this DD disappearing, so if they were paying attention, they are actually going to have seen this.
They want to take down that Weaver. They really want to take down. Actually, Richie, one of the only people not to have died so far. That is Elia dropping, and Weaver is just making himself invisible for the time being. But they found him up at the top. Are they going to go for it? Queen of Pain puts the silence. Richie's going to die from this. There's a scream, and it is actually going to be Donny who gets the last hit. That is a possibly game-changing kill, but a leap away there and a blink out. The Bravado boys will survive, and I think I just saw a tornado in. They're down from the bottom. Tyrox, he might fall as well. This is the silence going to go off for him to ulti? No.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was a disaster. That was
huge
like,
fight.
Part of me wants to say that was so good, but that's only when you like watching Alliance lose that you can say that. Like that is the level of how good that was. But it was so bad when Fused, like, losing their cores like that.
All of their cores. No supports,
yeah.
Only cores.
And I guess that this is the problem with Alchemist, is that, like, although it's quite a greedy support, it really wants to get up the medallion and allow you to do even more damage, but it's not like an Ancient Apparition which has effect over the map. It's just, you know, useless at range.
And the problem, I mean, it's exactly what I was talking about a couple minutes ago, the elusiveness of the Bravado heroes. I mean, the 3 cores from Infused, other than when Panda's in his ultimate, have actually no disable. Other than, well, a very short disable on the Clockwork Hook, but we saw there, he hooked a Mirana and a Quamp, and they both just blinked out. Richie gonna get away here. So, like, basically, the supports have to be with the cores at all times for them to actually even be able to kill any of the 3 cores from Bravado. Or maybe the 2 cores. I mean, theoretically, they could actually kill the Hog. So, one part of this just speaks to the ineffectiveness of that Clockwork pick, and why, like, if that was Batrider, might have been actually
Elia, you're in a bit late there. I mean, you got help from Richie, sure. Okay, that's fine. I thought that Elia might have been in a...
I think they're going to go back on Elia here. I think Flares is just going to mana. They've got Ancient Apparition pretty close, no ulti. Maybe that's the limiting factor, but if she walks out like this...
Oh, and we've got help from the AA. It is going to be Flares, though, who gets the kill. Richie right in front of him, and that a bit late on the arrow.
That arrow was pretty
drunk?
good.
Oh, Tyrox as well. We've got the Overgrowth. That's going to hold him position, and that is slowing down his BKB massively. Let's have a look how he was doing on that. He was like 300 gold towards the recipe, and now he's no gold towards the recipe.
And then Richie also blew his BKB to try to survive there. And pinging out where the Ghost Walk was.
Come on, UK. You're looking weak at the moment. You need to step it up before it's going to get too late. 3-0 in the grand finals is just not satisfactory.
So, Zoot, one thing I can give you from the stats bench is that at 24 to 25 minutes, being 10k gold ahead means that you have a 92% win rate.
That's just BS. Oh my god.
This is the 3rd match in this tournament which has had that stat as Seam trying to go on tone. Not going to make any play.
No, it's going to be missing out over there. They're going for the tier 2s now, though. And Donny, you can start seeing that farm racking out, trying to get his right clicks to be a little more potent.
Blair's going to be...
Seam feeding! Take him out! Take him out, you Brits! Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm talking about. And Rubik has stolen the arrow. We're going to see Elia making any big plays. There's an arrow over there. But it's actually going to be Flares. Take it down. Can he leap away? No, he's still up for 5 seconds. And 2 cores now for Bravado are going down. My cries of support here for the UK players are working, as is it going to be the Queen of Pain goes down. Richie finds him and Elia just off the mark with that arrow. But still a good result there for Infused.
The DPS build coming out on Donny now, his right clicks are going to become significant soon.
Yeah, I mean, this is why Mirana can't go for a Maelstrom, because you've got Donny on your team. He's going to need a Maelstrom on a Quap, which isn't necessarily bad. It's just like a little bit of an inverted standard. But yeah, I mean, obviously...
Needs attack speed more, though. Like, if you want to do this DPS build, you need attack speed.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's got Orchid, which gives attack speed, Treads, which give attack speed, and the Maelstrom. So yeah, I mean, it can work.
I feel like Weaver is semi-useless at the moment. He's got BKB, but the damage that you want to see happening from Weaver is simply not there at the moment. He's going to need another 15 minutes to really make a big impact. And bye-bye, Kirk, in trouble. No, Seam, you were much better positioned when you were on the other side, but the right
No,
click...
but the ALT just clipped him anyway, so... That's the thing, is that, like, going Alchemist into an... Well, I think the AA pick came afterwards, but, you know, leaving AA in the pool, like, somewhat...
I think AA was before. Alchemist was last pick from Infused.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
Alchemist was the last pick, so they did pick Alchemist into A. I think it's just been so long since Alchemist has been a played hero that they kind of forgot about this.
This seems like a strategy that, like, a lot of teams actually did try it when... I think it was Mouse Sports first started it. But stands to be corrected on that. But yeah, a lot of teams started trying out the support Alchemist and had success with it, and as a result, some of them falling back onto that teams. Arrow's going to be
What was the changing
ambitious.
point, though? Because Infused were getting pickoffs left, right, and center at the beginning. I mean, the Alchemists and
Orchids,
Rubik were
lots of Orchids.
teaming up beautifully. What was the Orchids you're saying?
Well, it was actually even a little bit... before the Orchids.
Maybe
But...
like the big team fight after the Orchids.
Oh, is there going to be a hook in? Flares just going to leap out immediately, turn preemptively, just knocking out one of his cogs. Arrow, oh my god, a beautiful arrow there from Elia. Hits Seam. There's going to be a return arrow. Is it going to be helpful? Avenging the death of his teammate. And it's not going to be a leap up for a couple of seconds, and there is no more detection. Overgrowth there just to secure the escape. Oh wow, Elia, that was an amazing arrow.
I think we might see Seam. I'm sorry, Flares try go on the Alchemist, yeah? Oh, here comes Donnie.
Flares, oh my god, the damage that Donnie does is just ridiculous. Donnie is legging it away. Can he blink out in time? No. Oh my god, the bounty! 1.3k goes to the Weaver. This makes a big difference. Infused, still in the match over here. And now they can actually try and get themselves their first tier 1 of the game. Habibi comes in and goes, "Alright guys, did I miss anything?"
Yeah, 4 heroes dying there for just the Alchemist. A little bit, I think, greedy of Donnie to come back in and fight. But he thought he had, like, just enough damage to bring down 2 or 3 heroes. He's also just got a big item in the Majorna. So yeah, a lot of gold going the way of Weaver.
Oh my god, man, he inherited just a huge amount from that kill. And that's massive, because now in the next fight, he is actually going to be doing even more damage. His Deso is as good as made. This is really nice.
Seam can't kill him here, but he can force a BKB charge. But they actually know that Seam rotated because of the Sentry plus odds combination.
What is Bravado doing? Are they losing focus?
Yeah, they are losing focus. They're becoming a little bit Bravado.
Yeah, you could say that. Oh, Seam, 4-staffed away. But this is going to be another kill, and of course, Seam, you can't afford to be throwing this. You've got Tornado, Ghost Walk, and the dust is going to wear off in just now. Hello, Donnie? I don't think they actually want to be a part of this. Alright, that was close. I don't think the cause in Bravado can really afford to give themselves up anytime soon, because Infused right now, they're on the brink of just bringing it over into something where they can start being maybe more aggressive and controlling the map, but obviously they need some problems.
Are Bravado nearly in a position where they're willing to push this 5? Sorry?
Yeah, that's why I was making my I don't... Oh, well, there's going to be action bottom, so we'll find out about that in a second.
Team goes past the tree line and goes, nope, I don't want to be there. Let me get out. There's dust coming off again. Tyrox is going to BKB up. We have got the Ghost War. Tone comes in with the hook shot, and Panda ult comes out. Seam, I think you're probably done for on this occasion. And there it is. Donnie also goes down. Infused making the big plays right now to keep themselves in the game. Bravado are getting cocky at the wrong time.
And I wanted to say this before this happened, but now, I mean, it just highlights this perfectly. I've really got to say that I'm quite disappointed in Bravado, for, like, basically, like, just those drawings are what kind of indicated it to me. Like, otherwise I wouldn't have thought, I would have just thought, well, you know, any team can play well, like, Infused can step it up and make some big plays, and Bravado can overstep, but the fact that they were making those drawings on the map almost indicates to me that, yeah, I mean, well, like you said, it seems like they're not playing seriously. Arrow from Rana, but Richie's can just time ups back. Doesn't mean he can pressure the tower. Ooh, hey, ultimate stolen by Rubik. That's annoying. But yeah, so, alright, to finish this point, basically, like, I kind of hoped that after losing in the first round, you know, and there was that post by flares and everything like that, like, we thought that, like, Bravado had kind of learned, and then they, like, stepped up their game, like, okay, time to take things seriously. But then, like, here they are, you know, they've been winning for a while now, everything seems pretty easy, so, okay, let's lose focus again and do the exact same thing, which got us in this place in the first place. All I gotta say is I think Scant would be disappointed.
Yeah, I think so. But has someone not given them the memo that they haven't won the tournament yet?
Yeah, exactly. And, I mean, Infused are still really in this, because, I mean, now that it gets a little bit closer, Infused have a Weaver, and honestly, the Weaver is still a better carry than anyone else who's in this game right now, despite the fact that obviously he's still a little bit behind in net worth, and there are 2 Orchids. He's got the BKB, that's going to be running short is the biggest problem, but he does significantly more damage, I would say, than anyone on Bravado's side.
Yeah, he's gonna start manning up as well. Like the net worth for Weaver is really building up nicely, and I think they were waiting for Rubik to use that ice block. No, they don't want to commit. They've spotted them out. Let's pan out and see if anything's gonna manifest.
Yeah,
on this
there's a
rush.
gem on the Brewmaster, which is pretty amazing. Like the Earth Panda's gonna get it, so there's always gonna be enough damage.
Yeah, and this fixes the problem that I talked about earlier, where when the Panda jumps forward and uses ultimate, they can run ult and run away. Now they won't be able to do that anymore. So, yeah, this is definitely a really big gem, and they're dewarding, and this is exactly the type of game where this is really significant because Bravado.
Hey, ulti, they're gonna just catch the tree. The Rubik having that is quite funny. I think he's actually nearly got it.
I think they're waiting for the ice blast to just tick over. I don't think Elia's going to be able to use it another time. Maybe one more time, but...
No, I don't think so. I think it's gone.
Okay.
It's only level 2.
Arrow is going to hit
Arrow's
Tyrox.
a
Is this enough to go into?
I think this is go time.
Richie, though, he's just BKB'd up. Getting a bit of pressure. Overgrowth just on Richie, forcing out the time-lapse. And
There were 2 BKBs used there for very little gain, and they got it killed. So Bravado going to be happy with that. Brewmaster also was like on 0 mana, so if the maybe slightly better positioning from Bravado, that could have been a easy go.
Yeah, actually, Weaver's running out of BKB charges quite well. I say running out. They're getting ever so short now. 6 seconds for the Weaver on his next BKB.
Watch Clockwork in this fight. As soon as Rush dies...
Oh, I don't think they're going to commit to it. There it is. And he's going to go in onto Seam. There's going to be dust used. Is this going to be another bunch of kills for the UK guy? Seam, he's going to fall. We got Ferrari, but he used Overgrowth in his last fight. He cannot use it now. There's going to be a 1 for 2. Make it 2 for 2. Tone is going to fall. And now Flares is going to be able to leap away. Suddenly, Donnie enters the fight. Richie's going to fall. Tyrox already used his ult. That, we'll just pretend that that arrow did not happen. And they've managed to find themselves a gem. That is good for the Bravado guys, and this means that they can actually finish this rush off safely. Maybe they just managed to recover all that last kind of 7 to 10 minutes worth of losses that they've got from some great Infused play.
I think that both players and Donnie tried to get the Aegis there because they both dropped items and were going for it, and Donnie picked it up.
This is not a good sign, though. It's not a good sign seeing them do that.
Exactly. Go on to tell it. I just told it. Continue my diatribe.
All I'm gonna say is they're being cocky bastards. Like, that's my thought.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess you can't teach an old dog new tricks. They still got a ways to go before they can kind of come over that maturity step. Because, yeah, I mean, if the drawings weren't enough, then this little Roshan fight where they're both dropping the gem and dropping items to try to pick up the Aegis. That's not typically something that real teams do, but
is there some kind of
win.
rehab for that, or like?
Well, we thought the rehab was the Bravado Brawl, actually. it turns out that it wasn't effective, and they need to go back again. Still, the sad thing is, I think they're going to win this game no matter what, and win the tournament.
We'll see. We'll see.
Although, yeah, the truth is that, like, I don't know. This Infused that they're able to beat with this kind of attitude is not the same. Nice deny.
Elia just in your faces, man. Sorry,
BKB up on top, and that's going to be Seam just trying to get the hell away from that. Yeah. Not going to feed anymore.
And there's a bit of a convergence here in the top lane.
Yep.
Arrow's going to come from the side.
Tyrox, though, this is going to be a sign. Oh, I thought it was a sign, but he popped the BKB, and that's going to be the Panda route. And all of us are cacking their pants. And Seam, that's going to be another feat for Seam. This is going to be 7 deaths for him. They're going to be chasing him down. We're going to have possibly a kill down here.
Yeah.
Tone, what was that stolen? That was the direct damage here for the Rubik to use. Double stun! That's going to be Donny. He's going to be on his way back. What's going to happen in a couple of seconds? He's already used his ult.
Standing and delivering. Blaze is just standing and delivering. He's doing too much damage. And Donny just misses out on the kill. And yeah, 4 Infused guys dying. 23 to 33 and 14k gold. I think that we're going to see at least a tier 3 tower come out of this. Let's have a quick look at the most important thing at this stage of the game, the buyback stage. Richie popping it. No one else has got on the side of Infused, so it's going to be a 2v4 for the next while. Actually, Brewmaster just gets enough gold. Just has enough gold.
Okay. That's enough to actually save their tier 3, if not
But it
Rax.
also, okay, so that's true. And they're going to have all 5 of their heroes alive now. But it also means that Brewmaster's not going to get Ags this game.
Is that a big difference, or do you think Ags would save the game? I don't know if Ags is like that much of a game changer, surely, or do you think it is?
Well, I guess I'll respond. I think Ags is pretty big, but I don't think it's a game changer in a game like this.
What else is a Panda going to get in a game like this to change a game? Like AC?
Well, no. I mean, the point isn't that. Like, the point is like, is it like the difference between, for example, the Weaver getting BKB or something like that? No, it's not that.
Yeah. But it is still the fact that he's a core that at 37 minutes is not going to get any stronger as the game progresses.
Okay.
That's the problem.
But I don't know. He's still going to have the most important spell that the Panda has, which is the Cyclone. So I think I mean, it's not the end of the world. I mean, it's good that he had the buyback, because losing Rax is definitely much worse than what he would have had otherwise. But no, the bigger cost is the Weaver buyback. I mean, look, Weaver's going probably for a next item Heart, which I guess he feels like he needs the survivability now that he's down to a 5-second BKB. But unfortunately, that means that they are, like, right now they definitely have enough damage that Weaver is hitting hard, but in 6 or 7 minutes, when the Weaver's next item doesn't add any amount of damage, they're going to definitely struggle to take down these Bravado heroes, who, despite being a little bit squishy, have the tree armor and are very mobile, so they're not going to be hit for a very long period of time.
3 highly mobile cores, 1 long-range hero, 2 very long-range supports. I mean, that is Bravado gaming at its core, really.
Damn it, guys, I think that it's a shame that 38 minutes into the game and only is now Cook starting to farm even a little bit. Like, he's still miles and miles and miles away from actually turning into semi-carry or even carry for his role. He's still in support mode Alchemist, which I think is a bit of a shame.
When Donny's doing some significant DPS, where's his gold gone? Because he must have bought something.
Got a Lincoln's.
Might have ourselves a fight down at bottom, because they're certainly trying to go up ground, and only now Tyrox pops the Lincolns, and Donny immediately just gets the hell out of there. We've got that Ice Blast, EMP, Tornado also falls out, and Donny, there's some work on Tyrox. It's only going to be flares on his own, and he still hasn't popped the ulti. There it is, just before the BKB wears out. Donny's going to be able to find Tone doing a lot of right-click damage over there. Panda following him, chasing onto flares and Habibi. Well, that Fire Panda is going to die, and they are going to be able to pick off Donny. That is a nice kill for themselves. And Panda form is about to run out. Does Seam want to stick with this? I think they might re-engage on it. They look like they're thinking about it.
Blaze picks 1 off from the high ground. So yeah, a support and a call for a support and a call. Although obviously as Infused they're happy with this. But look how much damage Flares does, and he's still going.
Yeah. He's hurting a lot.
And another buyback coming.
Well.
Yeah, he's probably going to be going MKB, and MKB does a lot of damage against Brewmaster, because Drunken Haze is like a very big problem.
There it is.
And there we go. And I like that Flares is also holding buyback. Like, just on the off chance that there's a disaster, he's going to be able to get back in and into the fight.
Yeah, with 5 outer towers left, I think they're still going to be fine. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely, at this stage in any game, at a relatively high level, you should always be worried about holding buyback. players is definitely pretty giant. Donnie being a bit careless there in that fight is pretty much the only reason they didn't get range tracks as well. Because if Donnie hadn't died, they definitely would have re-engaged, like Zoot was talking about.
Yeah.
Just chasing really hard after the clockwork and completely ignoring the
What?
ignoring the Weaver who was coming in and killing him.
Is this PM?
No. He's asking because she keeps on counter warning. So he's asking if she has a prismatic, like a gem or a stat counter on her item for like number of sentries placed.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but she slams Donnie. Oh.
Oh my god! Okay,
yeah,
that's BM.
That's
BM.
that's definitely BM. I agree. There's no doubt about it. But Donnie is the king of BM, so it's not really
that's
shocking that he
brutal.
would do this.
I'm not impressed. Please, Elia, wreck this guy. He doesn't deserve your attention.
I agree. I wish she could wreck it, Donnie right now. Unfortunately, like it's not going to happen. Donnie waits until the point in the game where he's sure that he's going to win before BMing.
Well,
Classic Donnie.
that is the optimal time to BM.
Yeah.
But I think Donnie would argue that it was over before it began, right?
Yeah, he would argue that.
You guys, full of crap. What?
This is not me talking. I want to see what Twitch chat says about that.
Well, we got a bit of latency to look out for, but
Yeah.
Oh man. Looking at the scores though, it's quite a high-scoring game for a game 3, which looks as if it's 95% sure to go in Bravado's way. So I'm going to be interested to look at the Facebook
Oh,
post after.
Ferrari going for the blink ulti, but Flair's going to try go on Tyrox, forcing the ulti.
The damage is
Top
just
hooks in.
crazy on flares at the moment. That brew dies so insanely fast.
And Weaver picks up a kill on the Ancient Apparition. I think Flair should just try fight this maybe.
Yeah, I don't know
Maybe
why
not.
he didn't start right. There it is. Starts right clicking. Actually, does really well, and is going to be able to leap away. Flares survives that. And Ferrari. Is there anything? Oh my
Flares.
god, the sentries.
Flair's turned around and he got an arrow that just did magic.
Oh wow, and look at that.
And-
Onto the Weaver. That's GG, guys. The Bravado Brawl has been concluded. 3-0 in favor of Bravado Emotion. They came back from the losers bracket. They've wiped out every single UK team themselves and are taking home the $400. Holy meatballs, that's a ridiculous story right there.
So Bravado get the reverse all kill. They eliminated every single UK team that came into the tournaments from the tournament. GG.
That is just crazy, to be honest. That is really, really crazy. What have you got to say about this, Harry?
Well, like I said, it's a shame to see the tournament end so soon, or this grand finals end so soon in a 3-0, although it is what I predicted would happen. I still didn't necessarily want it to see it happen. But Bravado just showing that they were the highest skilled team in this tournament, even if they didn't always play like it. And I don't know. I mean, at this point, I'm going to wonder if we can get that exposition match, which I talked to Durka about in the beginning of the tournament, between Bravado and the Rhyme stack, because I'd like to see Rhyme defend the UK's honor after this.
True.